So basically the scene today is super cool. It's Daryl and Carol are on the hunt for Beth, and this is the first big clue that they found, this van with the white crosses on the back of it.
With this one big huge crane move where you see Norman and Melissa walking down the road to this van that's just kind of hanging off the edge. We have this big, huge, massive pallet to just add destruction, add debris. It really came out to be this nice, big, majestic, beautifully dirty image of the city.
Killing a few things on the way, we get sort of forced into the van.
Come on, let's stop. Come on, go.
We get surrounded, the van goes over the edge and hits the ground.
Hold on.
It's kind of a scary day.
The actors with something like this, they read it in the script, and I'm sure wonder how the heck are we going to do that and what's that going to look like. It's got to be a little surreal to show up and see this setup and be like, I'm getting in that.
We were driving around the thing, coming to the set, and I was like, is that? Oh, bleep.
It's a crazy, crazy sequence. There's a lot of people involved in this with Daryl and Victor and everybody with stunts to make sure it's safe. Obviously, we have our actors actually in the van as if it's perched there on the edge.
It's a pretty gnarly drop. You can't really see anything to your left or your right. You just sort of see air. It's like sort of being on a roller coaster right before you go down. The van has these sort of hydraulics on it that jump a little and then they jump a little more. It feels like you're about to crash.
What makes it move up and down as we lift the back end using a pneumatic ladder. It has limit chains on it and all of that, so it can only go up so far, but it's still kind of a frightening thing to get inside and ride. You're not in front of a green screen, you're seeing everything. It's totally practical. They are hanging out over the edge, folks.
What's really great about our team and Daryl Pritchett, who's engineering this whole thing, trust them. And because, you know, they know what they're doing and they've taken every precaution and safety measure that they can to make sure everybody's safe and that this is going to come off well, you're allowed to let go a little bit and just be in the moment.
We set up a van that we put on the back of a rollback wrecker, and then we rolled it off right over the side.
We loaded it with as much weight on the rear end because it's supposed to land on all fours and they're supposed to survive the fall.
The drop itself was a bit of a challenge. The first drop we did, the van landed upside down, which we did not want it to do.
When it hit, we thought it would fall a little bit, but no, it just went all the way over. It was just a gamble we took.
So we had do a little take two on the van drop.
And then the second option of dropping it with a cable went pretty good. We had the second one on the day ready to go for that.
This is one of those scenes where we use a lot of cameras.
We had cameras below, following it down, wide shot, seeing all of Atlanta and and all the destruction, and carrying the entire crash, and then another one far away. You kind of use a lot of different cameras to build the sequence, but the scariest part of the van drop is being inside it and being there with them. We had a couple dummies as Carol and Daryl, and then we had cameras that were hard mounted behind them for their point of view, and then including them a wide shot, so you got to see the perspective of the van coming and then see the ground coming up quickly, and it's horrifying.
The visual effects here, most people's instincts would be like, oh, you just put a CG van in and it fell off the side of the building. That was real. What we've done was we've taken the environment that they're in and adapted it to, this is Ghost Town Atlanta, this is Forbidden Atlanta, this is Dangerous Atlanta.
This episode in general is crazy. This is definitely our action episode. It's kind of nonstop, so it's exciting. We'll be exhausted by the time it's over, but it's fun.
I have a feeling this is going to be a really big episode.